Well, there's going to be some sore heads in Luton today. Congratulations to Luton Town, who have just won the playoff final. I've woken up on Sunday morning. I promised a reboot of Luton. It's all been simmed and we're ready to go. We're going to lock in the Pep Guardiola 3-2-4-1. Lock in Rob Edwards as the manager and see how far Pep's tactics and Rob Edwards' fantastic man management can take Luton in the Premier League. What's going on there, guys? Kempy here and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another rebuild and my second rebuild of the week. Now, first of all, massive commiserations to Coventry. A fantastic game of football, and it's horrible when the playoff final, the £170 million game, comes down to penalties. But Luton just about snuck ahead, and that's it. We're going to see that stadium in the Premier League, that away day. Oh, the memes are there, aren't they? But I can't wait to see Luton in the Premier League, and hopefully one day soon we do see Coventry as well, because it's a fantastic game. It was a fantastic story of both clubs, and Luton on the day just about pipped it, and in my opinion just about deserved it as well. Obviously, goal disallowed in the last few minutes, but even then they were the team on the front foot and pressing on. And obviously when it comes to penalties and you score 6 out of 6, you probably deserve to win it. And also obviously massive hope, Tom Lockyer is all okay and doing well. This picture after him celebrating in hospital was fantastic. So fair play to Luton for getting that done for their captain as well. You can see we are obviously with Luton today, and in the Championship I've already done the first year sim with the tactic as part of the tactic test. We come second, level on points with first place Middlesbrough on 90 points, so we don't get that trophy lift, which is maybe a little bit annoying actually, but we do get to get automatic promotion into the Premier League, which means we're going to be up there with the big boys, exactly like Luton will be in real life, which is actually mental. I mean, just to look at the Luton Town history, I mean, there's not a graph like it. These men are literally playing FM in real life. I mean, how many times have we done this before? And dropped all the way down to the National League, had a few seasons there, won the National League, a few seasons in League 2, second in League 2, won League 1, couple of seasons in the Championship, and then you go on to win the playoffs. I mean, it's an absolutely fantastic story. I hope using Pep's 3-2-4, I'm going to be managed to stay in the Premier League for the next 5 years. It's going to be difficult. This tactic is meant for the best teams in the league, which is why they did quite well in the Championship, but taking this into the Premier League is going to be rough. I'm going to go through the tactic as well. So you got on the loan the keeper Ethan Horvath. Will be interesting to see if he stays around. Captain Tom Lockyer, Gabriel Oso and Sonny Bradley as the back three. Alan Campbell and Marvellous Nakamba, who has been marvellous for Luton recently. Again, it'll be interesting to see if Rob Edwards managed to keep him around on the game and in real life as well. I know there's a lot of Luton fans that want it to happen. Fred Onyedinma out on the right, Doherty out on the left, Freeman and Berry in the two cam roles, and Adebayo up top. If you are looking for an in-depth breakdown of the player instructions, etc., I'll try to remember to link the video above me. I'll go through and I test it with 4 different teams, and yeah, it's everywhere, this 3-2-4-1. It's on Sortitoutsi as well, so you can go ahead and download that from there. But how have I set this one up? Well, I'll be doing a tutorial video on Sortitoutsi on Thursday of how I actually set up these director of football saves. I'll be doing it slightly different to this because in this I'm quite literally doing nothing, but what I do is I pretty much make Rob Edwards, so the manager you want, as the assistant manager, similar to what Clates had done as director of football saves. But instead of doing, us doing the transfers, I make him do absolutely everything, and I'm pretty much just in charge of the tactic, which is great. So Rob Edwards doing all the contracts, doing the transfers, he's doing all the training, he's doing all the match day stuff. Just the only thing that I've got control of is the tactic, and I'll be locking in the tactic and pretty much click and simulate for 5 years. So we're going to go through every single year. What I'll probably do actually is year 1, 3 and 5, like I did with Coventry yesterday. Now Coventry got relegated once but ended up 13th in the Premier League, so the goal for Luton is to see if we can get higher than Coventry can. We've got £36 million in the bank. We've got £1.8 million in the actual bank, which is a little bit more worrying. I imagine there's going to have to be some stadium improvements, so again I'll keep an eye on that. Where is it? Kenilworth Road has got 10,000 capacity. I don't know if we're going to do the capacity or what's going to happen. I'll be interested to see if anything happens on this, but we'll go through it all. We'll go forward 1 year and see how far Luton can go in the Premier League. Season number 1. Just before I do show you this season number 1 results, if you guys can, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel as well. The growth has been absolutely mental the last couple of weeks. Since we've hit 1,000 subscribers, you guys have been absolutely smashing it. There's rebuilds coming out galore. The 2 brick relegated Premier League sides from today are going to get their rebuild this week. So Leeds, Leicester or Everton, 2 of them will be happening already. In Southampton, happened last week already. That video has gone down an absolute treat. So head back and watch that one. Also follow on all these 4 wonderful things: Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter and YouTube. So keep smashing the support, guys. You guys are absolute legends. Now, signing number 1 for Luton was a fantastic young centre-back in Ronnie Edwards. A bit worrying that he is one of the best players at the club. I mean, I've done a lot of rebuilds in my time, and for a centre-back of his standard to be 3.5 star worries me ever so slightly. 39 games this season as well, so he is a starter, but a very good signing for the future. But just surprised to see how much he's come in. And then the top 2 signings are unbelievable. Morgan Gibbs-White, what a signing from Notts Forest. My only guess is they did get relegated to the Championship, which they did indeed. He's come in, got 4 goals and 6 assists in 29 games. I mean, I'm not surprised. He's a fantastic player in the Premier League. Iliman Ndiaye as well. Another outrageous signing from Sheffield United, £10 million, 5 goals and 2 assists in that cam role. But this man, again, is incredible. So 2 fantastic centre attacking mid signings there. Stefan Bajic has come in from a goalkeeper from Bristol City. He didn't play many games last season, but he looks like a decent keeper, to be fair. 3-star on him. He conceded 95 goals. We'll get into the league in just a minute's time. Free transfers wise, Henry Timmy Davis, Yago Santiago, Cole Marquez, Yumi Tarunian, Deji Tontana and Amine Adli come in late on loan from Bayer Leverkusen. But it looks like there was no other signing, which means that Ethan Horvath didn't stay and neither did Marvellous Nakamba. So Rob Edwards didn't keep the minutes, not me. Don't blame me. Fred Onyedinma ended up leaving. Joe Taylor, I think, is the guy that scored late on. He ended up leaving. He's actually leaving as well. But yeah, it's a difficult formation to get working in the Premier League if you're not a top side. And like we saw, the goals conceded is the real issue. 2.76 goals conceded per game. Pep Guardiola at Luton, season 1, isn't exactly what we're looking for. I'm going to be honest. It looks like Pelly Roddick-Mpanzu played 26 games in the Premier League. I mean, we'll make this more of a story, shall we? I mean, National League, League 2, League 1, Championship, Premier League. What a guy. And a 6.92 average rating as well, scoring 3 goals and 3 assists. I can't see Tom Lockyer anywhere either, which is worrying me because surely Tom Lockyer is sticking about. Where has Tom gone? He's a centre-back at QPR. He's sacked it off. I didn't even see him leave. It was a free signing. Rob Edwards, what have you done? You didn't even renew his contract. That's absolute heartbreak. Rob Edwards, he's gone. I mean, that's not what I wanted to see. Bajic, Oso, Reece Burke, Ronnie Edwards, Alan Campbell, Mpanzu, Carlton Morris playing out on right wing is interesting to see. 4 goals and 10 assists from him, to be fair, is fairly decent. Morgan Gibbs-White and Ndiaye. Luke Freeman, what a man. From, I remember him at QPR, decent left winger. Certainly not Premier League standard, 32 years of age. And Elia Adebayo, who, by the way, that might be one of the best runs I've ever seen from his first goal. Well, the first goal that he set up yesterday. The touch, the composure, and then the little bit of tech as well to like chop inside and let it back. Unbelievable goal. Fantastic from him. He managed to get 29 goals this season and we've gone down, which is absolute heartbreak. Is he top goal scorer? He's up there with Erling Haaland. I mean, so is Dom Solanke, but you know, we move on from that. We are going to go forward still to season number 3. I'm hoping for an automatic promotion from Luton. It should be. I mean, the team is good enough as long as they don't lose everyone finances wise as well. £37 million in the bank, 20 mil in terms of transfer. And I mean, now the money is going to roll in as well from parachute payments, etc. So Luton are going to be fine. Don't worry. I mean, has Kenilworth Road been upgraded? It's 17.5 back. They've moved to Power Core. Oh, we never got the Kenilworth Road in the Premier League. This rebuild is completely not what I wanted to happen. I'm absolutely fuming. Is this place a real place in real life? It was built in 2024, so no. Power Court. Wow. Okay. Season 3 then. Let's go forward to that. At Power Court. That doesn't sound quite as fun. I Luton back in the Premier League. Power Court update. It's being built in real life. That is poor knowledge from me, but it's not ready until 2025 in real life. So I think we maybe at least got a season in Kenilworth Road, and then the sort of as we ticked over the relegation with the new stadium has come in. So I'm saying we got an away day at Kenilworth Road. I hope so. I hope everyone got to experience that in the Premier League. But Power Road is the new stadium being built by Luton by 2025. The pictures were released, I think, 3 or 4 days ago. They look unbelievable, to be fair. So Luton have got a lot to look forward to. Now, in terms of the competitions, we are back in the Premier League and we are 17th. This gets weirder. And Brighton have got relegated with the Europa League. What have you done, Brighton? You're going to ruin your schedule for the next bloody... Why have you beat... Well, honestly, going into that game, I would rather lose. Why would you go out there and beat Man City in the FA Cup final? I need to keep an eye on Brighton because they are going to be playing an outrageous amount of games, especially with the new Europa League system. That's ridiculous. We finished 13 points clear of them. Goal scoring wise, Elia Adebayo only got 8 goals this season. So who scored the goals? I mean, it was still pretty much him, to be honest. I mean, if we quick pick this by the best 11, and then we'll quickly as well just double check the history from last season. Just check if we won the league. I mean, I'm hoping we won the league. We come straight back up as champions. Of course we did. 86 points. Not quite as many as season number 1, but still very, very good for Luton, which is good to see. And Derby are coming up as well, which is quite cool. I mean, did they get relegated? On 9 points. Oh, dearie me. They did indeed. Captain is Alan Campbell. Vice-captain Dan Potts. Alan Campbell's the key man. Marek Rodak is in goal. The goalkeeper from Fulham. Decent keeper, to be fair to Rodak. I don't mind him. Ashley Phillips, Valentin Gomez, Callum Doyle is in the club. Obviously, he was on loan from Manchester City way back when, in terms of actually yesterday, at Coventry. And he has now signed for Luton. He was here last season, I think, or here for the Premier League season, and he's now here on a permanent as well. So Callum Doyle has switched sides and got promoted. Billy Mitchell, 33 games in DM. Who was Billy Mitchell? He is from Crystal Palace and Millwall. Okie dokie, not a bad player. Alan Campbell, the captain, the leader, the legend, Scottish midfielder, been here since 2021. Looks fantastic, to be fair to him. He is doing very, very well. Gabriel Strafenza, they've signed a Brazilian from Salento in Italy. Fair enough. Morgan Whittaker, Thiago Almada. Yes, what a signing that is. Leicester signed him. Have they just signed him as well on a permanent fee? Loan from Leicester, joining permanently. Thiago Almada's a Luton player. That's fantastic. Adebayo and Tyrese Donlan as well. A very good young player from Blackburn. He's also here at the club. And Panzu's still here. He has played 417 games now, which is lovely stuff to see. But another 41 in the Championship last year and 25 in the Premier League this year. So he is still kicking about. Wes Burns is here. Jonathan Panzo, Carlton Morris, Adam Unas is here. Decent winger from Napoli and Lille. And obviously James Tarkowski as well, because why wouldn't Luton have James Tarkowski at the back? 23 appearances this season, a 6.79 average rating, but he kept them up, and which is decent stuff. I mean, how are Coventry getting on as well? Let's just have a little check on Coventry. 19th. Oh, dearie me. They had a decent season the season after this one, coming 5th. Obviously losing the playoffs again, which is heartbreak. And then 18th and then 19th. Coventry might have had their chance. They might have lost it now, which is a little bit of heartbreak. But money in the bank, Luton have got lots. £62 million to spend. 2 seasons are going to go ahead in the future. Let's see how Luton are going to fare. Are they still in the Premier League? God, I hope so. There's £145 million in the bank. There's £88 million in transfer budget as well. So I'm only going to assume things have gone very well. £3.6 million signing of Tim Iriga-Begum, very good player. Jalen Filongi, I think a few of these are regens. Nico Elvedi has come in as well. Charlie Cresswell's in on a loan deal, which is fairly decent. Alan Campbell left the club, and so did Marek Rodak. Okay, so a few signs have got to come in then. Ricardo Pepi has come in. What a signing. He's not done so well in game, but that is cool. Ricardo Pepi here at Luton. Who else has come through the door then? That was £10 million. Lotulula, Fabricio Diaz is a fantastic young midfielder. Sam Edozie, Thiago Almada, Yusuf Yaziki. I mean, some very, very good signings in here that I do like the look of a hell of a lot. How do we do? 88 million. Are they sure? Are they sure they want to give you 88 million in the Championship? Right, well, Luton are relegated by 1 point. I mean, the tactic in using Pep's ever so attacking 3-2-4-1 may have been a slight downfall in this one. I mean, 2.58 goals conceded per game maybe isn't the best thing in the world. I also can't see Mpanzu here anymore, so maybe he's left. I can't see Adebayo is here still, I was going to say, but only 4 starts this season. Bit heartbreaking. Let's just have a quick look. Has Mpanzu definitely gone? I think he has, you know. He's not here. Lucas Boye is up top. Fantastic Argentinian striker, to be fair. Dolan, Yaziki, Almada, Whitaker, Fabricio Diaz, Zerouki, Callum Doyle, Valentin Gomez, Ashley Phillips, and Timothy Lotoluta. I've got no idea who this guy is. He's a Tottenham young player. Looks quite decent, actually. 25 years of age. He's probably better than Lloris, so fair enough. They should probably just start him instead. And Mpanzu has finished his 5 years, and he is now at TP Mazembe in, is that Congo? He has gone back to Congo. Fair enough to him. He's not even the key player. Oh, no. That's heartbreak, but the legend, he ends up moving to Swansea and played 44 games there before going back to the DR Congo, where he's now made 14 caps, which is quite cool to see. But what a journey for Mpanzu. What a journey for Luton. Now, if you do want to understand relegation to the Championship, 88 million can be quite exciting. This is available in the Discord chat, so make sure to come over to the Discord. It'll be in a save file section. You can pick up this Luton save from season number 5, year 2028. A turmoil time, dropping between Championship and Premier League. Can you keep them in the Premier League? Interesting to see Coventry actually done better, basically making themselves a mid-table side. So if you haven't seen that one, head over to yesterday's video and watch the Coventry one. This has been Luton, the rebuild. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll speak to you next time.